Volkswagen Tiguan has always been a popular choice among families. So popular, in fact, that since it launched back in 2008, VW has sold around 250 a month. That's not even mentioning that since the second generation hit in 2016, the company has seen between 400 and 450 sold a month. But if that wasn't practical enough for you, VW have gone and added an extra row of seats. And this is what you get, the new Tiguan Allspace. Now, we weren't the only market who required a more versatile seven-seater. In fact, the USA and China shared our sentiment. So VW set out to offer a can-do-everything, look-good-anywhere model. Compared to the standard Tiguan, the Allspace is 210 millimeters longer overall. It has to fit the extra seats in, remember? But as much as it is recognizable as a Tiguan, it still has its own distinct design and a modified platform. The wheelbase is longer by 110 millimeters, which does give those rear passengers a little bit extra legroom. But where you see the real difference is up front. It's just a rounder, less sporty looking car than the standard Tiguan. In fact, the Allspace is a bit smoother and softer and a lot less angular and square. As you'll notice, the Allspace has an extended back window. This is so that the third row passengers can actually see something. There is nothing worse than being stuck in the back, claustrophobic with no visuals. The cargo capacity has been increased by 115 litres, which means that in a 5-seat configuration, you're getting a whopping 700 litres of luggage space. But even with all the seats up, you're still getting 230 litres, which is pretty good for this segment. The folding arrangement of the seats allows for 40-20-40 split, and the front passenger row can be folded flat, which will then give you 1,775 litres of loading space. Can you imagine what you can put in there? Surfboards, mountain bikes, basically all the sporting equipment the Cars.co.za team require. What's even better is that there is a lever in the boot which drops the rear seats for you, but only the third row of seats. It's all very practical. These third row seats are certainly not made for adults. In fact, Volkswagen even admitted that they are better suited to children. Now, I'm of a height that is maybe the same as some children, so it's definitely for the tinier among us. The engine lineup consists of a 1.4-litre petrol, 2-litre diesel and 2-litre petrol engine. I'm in what is new to the range, which is the 132 kilowatt 2-litre TSI engine, and it's mated to a really slick-shifting 7-speed DSG transmission, which, in actual fact, is the only option on the Allspace, which is a good thing. If you enjoy being in a hurry, you can go for the 162 kilowatt engine, but we think, as this is a family car, this transmission and engine combo is actually the sweet spot. In terms of ride and handling, VW has opted for a stiffer setup when it comes to the Tiguan, which does make for a sharper handler, especially with a car of this size. In terms of ride quality, it is generally pretty good, but is a little bit compromised in comfort over rough surfaces. So if you're looking for something floaty, the Tiguan might not be for you. But if you're into towing, then you'll be happy to know that the Allspace is rated to tow 2.5 tons with a brake trailer. Only the entry-level 1.4-litre turbo petrol engine comes with front-wheel drive. The rest of the derivatives have 4-motion all-wheel drive and a selectable off-road mode. Ground clearance is 208 millimeters, and if you opt for the off-road kit, you will get an extra 7 degrees of approach angle. The Allspace is more expensive than the standard Tiguan, but for good reason, the most obvious being the extra row of seats and the extra bit of car added at the back. This segment is a scarce one. In fact, the only competitor we could really come up with was the Nissan X-Trail 7-seater. But the Allspace beats it in engine and transmission refinement. You could look at the Toyota Fortuner and Ford Everest, but again, that's more for people who love off-roading. This car offers families versatility, practicality and comfort, all at an asking price that is really good for what you get. So if you love the Tiguan but you needed more space, then the Allspace certainly won't disappoint.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, maybe give it a like and definitely subscribe to be the first to see our videos as they drop. Yeah, definitely do that.